Squall reviews a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Squall Reviews. We're continuing Spooky Week as well as continuing our look at Fansproject Saurus Ryu, the Lost Exo-Realm Combiner Team. And for today's review, we're going to be looking at... Alright, and here's a look at Dinoni, or Yokuryu, or as we know him, Wildfly. I like using the Monstructor names for these guys instead of the Japanese names, just because, you know, it's a little easier for me to say. That's pretty much it. And he's some bird-looking monster. Definitely weird proportions, almost chicken-like, with a big tail. That's a thick ass boy. There you go. Alright. And then in this mode, you can get the beak open and shut a little. You can move the head a little. It's tight, but you could go pretty much all the way down. You start exposing the robot mode head. And let's see, the wings have a clicky ratchet right here, which is pretty cool. And then you got a swivel right there, so you can angle the wings how you see fit. You got a hinge right here on this part. There we go. Here at what's essentially the waist, you do got a rotation as well as a hinge, so you could get even all the way up. The legs are on ball joints, so you get all the way movement all the way around, and the claws can go a little bit down, a little bit up, but it's just one piece, no tilt. There we go. Alright, let's do a size comparison. Let me see if I can't get him back to about where he was. Actually, I should have showed off the gun. So he comes with this section of the gun, which the barrel can go in all the way, but then it's kind of hard to get out. There's only one little notch right there on like the sight piece, so there you go. And then of course, comparison wise, here he is with a modern deluxe and alt mode, so you can see he is a bit taller, about as big body wise. The wings definitely give him a little bit more height. Here's with the deluxe and robot mode, so you can see that would be a pretty big bird for anybody dealing with it. Alright, so like with my previous review, we're going to go ahead and do this guy into combine mode, and then we'll do robot mode. So for combine mode, let's start with the back. So these sections are going to fold in on themselves right into there, and I do like all this detailing, all these little pigments of color throughout. So once you got that, you're going to want to, let's see, open up the legs And they peg into the back of the crotch area, like that. See, it's a square peg and kind of a notched hole. So just work it out. Whoops. And sometimes it will just pop right off the ball joint. But hey, that's okay. Even looks like there's some mold flash in there. But we'll put it just right back on. So once you pop those out, you're going to want to rotate them at the hip swivel so that it's this way. Same with this side. And then you're going to reconnect it. This time this peg's going to sit in that white section right there. And you can angle this a little bit down so that you have more room to look at what you're doing. So just like that. And peg it together. There's several pegs right there, and they just fit right together, and all this just kind of smushes together. Let's see, just gotta make sure it's lined up. So a little bit further back. There we go. That's better. Alright, so once that's all together, you take the bird legs and they will hinge out like so, and then fold in like so and peg right on that centerpiece. So do that, and then you can angle the talon down like that, and it will sit just like that. And you do the same for this, so you swivel it right here at this point, then you turn it, swivel it back, that way you can peg it right in there, and you flatten the talon, and then this purple piece will go right into the bottom of the foot like that. And that's the lower part of the arm. For the top half, you're going to close the beak. Now the instructions say that you're supposed to tab that into these little holes on the back of his head. Problem is, that's a really small piece of plastic there. And with as tight as every joint is on this figure, I don't want to do that. So, let's see. If you expose the robot mode head, you could just tuck it in just like that. And the arms, you're going to unpeg them here from the side of the body. So, just pull it out. You're going to want to raise them up and straighten them out a little bit. You're going to take this arm, hinge it up on itself, and then you twist this at the bicep around, fold it back in on itself, and see, that's where that is supposed to go in there, but I just leave it like that. I just don't trust that as tight as all this plastic is, it would not just snap that off. Alright, so again, twist the arm up, bring it up on that hinge, turn it around, and I just set it just like that. Alright, and then with the wings, they have a hole right there that pegs into right there, so you just straighten them out, rotate, and try to line it up as best you can. just like that. And same with the other side. Line it up. Let's see. Take it in. And there you go. You can take this combiner port, bring it out some, rotate the what would be the combine mode elbow and extend it out so that these little details on the abs are showing. And there you go. Now you put that down, you get one of the foot hands that come with slog. You come down here, kind of just free up the thumbs so that it doesn't get in the way. You lift up the toes and you can pull the hand right on out. And the hand has these little clips. That's what you're going to use to clip right on the insides of the knee there. So you just line it up like that. And you clip it on in. There you go. And there you go. You got yourself a hand. There we go. And I'll show off articulation and everything once we do get this guy combined up. Alright, so now we're going to go from hand mode into robot mode. So you just pull off the combine mode hand, put that aside. So you're pretty much there when it comes to getting this guy into robot mode. So the wings you reopen up and you can put them a little bit more off to the back, just like that. The arms can be straightened out. You can lower them back down to the sides and just orient them. Turn at the bicep, and you're going to want to pull out the hand from the inside. There we go. Second arm, same way. Bring that back down. Turn that around. Rotate. And reach in there, flip out the hand. There you go. Now the head we already saw. You could bring up the beak section just to bring the head back some. Push the beak back down. And there is a little slot there and a little peg underneath the beak. So that can just sit right in there. Get the head all the way up, and there you go. The combine mode peg you can lower to be as flush with the body as you can. The legs you're going to want to split. Let's see, let's undo these talon feet first, and then we can split the legs. So you're going to bring this out on that hinge again, but this time you're going to bring out the whole leg. Let's see. I'll leave that as flat as possible so that things can hinge out. You got the knees like that. You can then take the leg, put it back down, clip it back in place, and clip it like that, and then fold the talons in, and that gives you a bit of a heel spur. Then you can take this section, which will be the main robot leg, or foot I should say, And it's got a little heel spur right in there. And there you go. That's a leg. And the other side, same thing. Open that up. Bring this out. You might have to angle this a little bit just so that it can work. Alright. Come to the back. Close that up again. Push this down. And fold that in. That way you get that. Bring down the foot. Bring down the heel spur. There we go. Twist at the body. And push him down a little click so that that waist compacts. And there you go. And that's, let's see, Wildfly, Yokuryu, or Dinoni. And of course you can get his gun and put it right into his fist. And there you go. And for a size comparison, here he is with a modern deluxe, and you can see he's actually a little taller. And even though he's more slender, he has these big wings, so that kind of fills him out. And articulation in this mode, you got the head that's on a ball joint for a good amount up and all around. You could do a little bit more down by using that transformation hinge. Nice looking face sculpt. Again with the red eyes, and I love how Fansproject used to do red eyes, but they would have black paint going around. So you get that distinct optic look. The wings still hinge the same way. You got the turn, the ratchet in and out, the hinge here. The shoulders are on a ball joint that goes into the body, as well as a hinge right here, so you could get very much up and very much down straight. You got a rotation here at the upper bicep. You got double hinge elbow, which gives you a full bend, and the wrists on a little ball joint, so you do get swivel and a little bit in and out and a little bit up and down, but it's a shallow ball joint, so you don't get very much tilting action. The waist is on a ratcheted front and back, stiff ratchet because it's more for combined mode, and then a side to side swivel. The hips are on ball joints, so you get up and back, get side to side, about that much. The knees only go about that far before they start hitting this stuff in the back. And the feet are on little ball joints, so you get some side to side, not a whole lot, but you do get a good bit up and a little bit down, but then it starts to hit other parts. But all in all, this guy can at least hold some poses and at least get a good A stance. So there we go. And of course I'll save all my final thoughts for these guys as a combined team so that, you know, we can look at the set together. Alright, so if you like these spooky reviews, come back twice daily leading up to Halloween where I'll have the big review. And of course, give me a thumbs up, give me a share, give me a subscribe. All that stuff helps my channel grow. Let's see if we can grow a little bit before the end of the year. And until next time, guys, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. We'll see you in the next.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but helps my channel grow. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.